I have next coming up Dr. Shalini Arya. Shalini Arya is Assistant Professor, Food and Technology at Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai. CNPQ, TWAS Fellow, uh, Malus Pina International Scholar, AFST Young Scientist Awardee. Wow, has been working in the area of nutritional improvement in traditional foods, and she is MTech and PhD in food engineering and technology from ICT Mumbai. So over to you, Dr. Shalini.
Thank you so much, Utpala, and I would like to compliment Nalanda Academy for taking such a nice lead to inspire our girls and gathering all the motivating speaker under one platform. So I would like to compliment all the wonderful speakers in today's talk. I was listening to Disha, Chetna, Piyush. Wow, it's such a inspiring stories and thoughts, and I'm sure our girls have taken a lot from it. And I would like to congratulate Nalanda, Digital Nalanda, for this wonderful initiative. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk and share the journey of the motivation and inspiration of my own life. So without taking much time, today is a very, very lucky, fortunate day because it's a very, very special day, because today was a great woman who was born, and because of her, we are today here. And many of the speaker have already given a talk, and our kids or our children and our people know about who is Savitribai Phule. So I don't have to talk about her. She is the one, and we should acknowledge and remember. And as Chetna said, that we should read the books. Read the books. Which books? Read the books of our leader, who has given us a lot of message. Why they must have insisted always on studying, education, reading? Why they sacrifice their life? Chetna was sharing few thoughts about Savitribai Phule and her poems. Savitribai Phule, for her entire life, she insisted on education, and same was like Baba Saheb Ambedkar, what he did. All of our leader insisted, because education is a very, very powerful tool. So today I am going to talk about how can we empower our girls with the STEM education, being from STEM, that is science, technology, and engineering and mathematics. Why there is more power into this? Of course, there are other branches also, but today I will be more focusing on STEM education through a personal career journey, and how I became from a local to global scientist. And my story echoes very, very in line with Chetna's mom or Chetna's story, where she lived. And I also, proudly say that I also lived in a such area, slum area, and that has made me, I think difficulties when there is a need, there is a more market, there is more money in science, technology, and engineering, mathematics. You will get more job opportunities and more money, and when you have more money, your status will improve, and when your status is improved, you can definitely do something for your society. Still there is a lot of reformation, बहुत प्रबोधन की जरूरत है हमारे लोगों में. गिने चुने लोग पढ़ते भी हैं तो भी रिफॉर्मेशन नहीं है उन लोगों में. So it's a society, we have to together do something. So as Baba Sahib said, education हमारे जीवन का दर्जा उठाता है. So life should be great rather than long. So if you do education, you take education, your life will be great. So today women are underrepresented in the field of STEM, science, technology, at all levels of career. So that's really, and today also, despite of taking education, there are so many hurdles in a life of women, overall women. Okay, so if you see a male, as I already shared by Chetna, that there is a big difference when a male and a female, both of them are working, but then all the responsibilities related to childcare or household things, a girl will have to, do everything, despite even if the husband is educated still. But the society says, अगर कोई आदमी बर्तन मांजता है, उसकी माँ उसको बोलती है क्या लड़कियों जैसे बर्तन मांज रहा है, मत मांज बर्तन. If the husband is helping the wife, the lady only in the house says that क्यों ऐसे कर रहा है, उसको करने दे. So there is, there are lots of many years. I think we women have to really wait when this situation is going to, literally change, and not only in the house, but in the society. When the women are going outside and working in the different field, they are no more less, but then there are a lot of problems. They are not given the higher position, thinking that अरे वो lady है, वो women है, वो कुछ कर नहीं पाएगी. They underestimate the women's power, and a lot of problems are going on. And I'm happy that there are organizations with whom I am associated. There are some international organizations, and we are working to make change in the policy, because changing the mindset of the people, it's going to take a lot of time. But then there is a way. If we change the policies, maybe there is some help to the woman that is going to happen. So it's an inconvenient truth that despite of so many efforts, the women decreases at each level when women advance in professional life. So initially, okay, they take their bachelor's graduation, then they somehow manages to do the masters. Of course, this is especially very very percentage of less percentage for our community people. It's really really very bad. I remember from my childhood that in the entire school, hardly there is any girl from my class who has gone for higher education. Forget about girls, the boys also, only गिने चुने लड़के हैं जो आगे एजुकेशन ले चुके हैं. मेरे जो बचपन के स्कूल या मैं जिस स्कूल में गई हूँ, आप समझ ही सकते हो हमारे कम्युनिटी के लोग कितने आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. ये पिक्चर है ओवरऑल सारे लोगों का. ओके, मेल फीमेल फ्रॉम ऑल द कम्युनिटी. बट हमारे लोग तो इसमें आते ही नहीं, वो तो कहाँ उधर ही गायब हो जाते. बेसिक एजुकेशन भी वो लोग ले नहीं पाते. So I would like to quote that in the middle of every difficulty, yes, in our societies, people, there are a lot of difficulties, lot of hurdles. We have extreme poverty. You see slum, कौन रहता है slum में? बहुत गरीब लोग. और वो कौन से जाति के होते हैं? मोस्टली वो सब दलित लोग ही होते हैं, दलित ही होते हैं. उनको कुछ मतलब एजुकेशन नहीं ले पाते, और गरीबी और एक विशियस साइकिल है. वो कैसे है, आप गरीब हो तो आपको बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम फेस करने पड़ेंगे. गरीब है तो हंगर आ ही जाएगा, हंगर आएगा तो स्टीरियोटाइप और एनवायरमेंट, पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाओगे, पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाओगे तो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा, प्रबोधन नहीं हो पाएगा, विचारों में प्रोग्रेसिवनेस नहीं आएगा, आप अंधश्रद्धा के जाल में जूझते रह जाओगे. तो ये सब विशियस साइकिल है. तो इस साइकिल को तोड़ना पड़ेगा, तो हमें एजुकेशन लेना पड़ेगा. और इसलिए रिसेंटली आई पब्लिश्ड अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी ऑफ माय करियर journey in a science magazine, and worldwide throughout the different countries this story becomes so popular, and it is one of the top most story essay of the year. Recently in July it got published, and within 6 months this is one of the top most story read by the entire world. So I feel very proud, and many big scientists, Nobel laureates including, they wrote to me and really appreciated that, and there were so many scientists from different countries as well as including ours, that they said that their story echoed mine, but people do not have courage to share. Okay, I'm very proud that what are my roots, what difficulties I have faced. I'm very proud that I come from a community where there were no, I come from slum area. Okay, I have no problem. But yes, so I am today in front and talking to you is first and lastly due to education. Girls यू हैव अ लाइव एग्जाम्पल। अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ तो आप तो कर ही सकते हो। आपको तो कितना अच्छा ऐसे इंटरेस्टिंग टॉक, मोटिवेटिंग टॉक सुनने को मिल रहे हैं। पहली बात, आपको गाइड करने के लिए अनुज जी जैसे मोटिवेटर है, आपको सारी मतलब कोई और आपके लिए काम कर रहा है, तो आपको बहुत अच्छा माहौल मिल रहा है। So I'm telling you, 10 years or 20 years back, the situation, or 30 years back, the situation was really, really worse. I grew up, I come from a very, very small town or village, and in that village or town also, the slum area wherein, Dalits would stay, and extreme poverty. सुबह जाएंगे काम को, अगर कमा के नहीं लाएंगे तो रात को खाना नहीं मिलेगा. Literally in that situation. Okay, so I have faced a lot of challenges in my career path, but I did not let them hold me back, because I'm again, proud that I grew up in a slum area where Dalit, the area in our I lived, mostly all of them were Dalits, and who had इंस्पिरेशन, दैट इज बाबा साहेब आम्बेडकर. वो जोरों शोरों से भीम जयंती मनाते थे हम लोग, एकदम भीम जयंती सबसे बढ़िया. मतलब यही मुझे अच्छा लगता है. आजकल के लोग ना पढ़ लिखते हैं, लेकिन फिर बाबा साहब का नाम भी लेने के लिए हिचकिचाते हैं, बोलने के लिए कि भाई मैं दलित हूँ, मैं कैटेगरी से आता हूँ, ये बताते तक नहीं. इसलिए मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता कि उनको शर्म आती है बताने के लिए कि भाई मैं दलित हूँ. और मैं गरीब जो दलित लोग हैं, वो बहुत मतलब मानते हैं, बाबा साहब की पूजा करेंगे, भीम जयंती बहुत जोरों शोरों से सेलिब्रेट करेंगे. मैं बचपन से देखती हूँ कि बहुत मोटिवेट हो चुकी हूँ मैं, क्योंकि भीम जयंती के कारण हम लोग एक पर्व रखते थे, जैसे बुक्स पढ़ने हैं बाबा साहब की जीवन पे, छोटे छोटे बच्चों को भाषण देना है बाबा साहब, कुछ मालूम नहीं था. और हमारे मोहल्ले में क्या रहेगा, टूटे फूटे मिट्टी के बाबा साहब की मूर्तियां रहेंगी, या सावित्रीबाई फुले. मेरे माँ का खुद का नाम सावित्री था, तो हम लोग उसको चिढ़ाते थे, सावित्रीबाई फुले, सावित्रीबाई फुले. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी न्यू हु वाज सावित्रीबाई फुले. एंड द स्कूल इन विच we went, like I went, it was a school for Dalit community or slum people. तो वहाँ पे ऐसे कुछ नहीं था कि भाई बाबा साहब और सावित्रीबाई फुले या हमारे ग्रेट लीडर्स के बारे में. तो मुझे बहुत प्राउड फील होता है कि मैं बचपन से इनके बारे में सुन चुकी हूँ, और आई हैव इंस्पायर्ड बिकॉज ऑफ देयर स्टोरीज. आई रिमेम्बर आई यूज्ड टू रीड Baba Sahib. I knew Baba Sahib, how he used to read under light. So I know that I come from a family where we did not even have light. We lived in a झुग्गी झोपड़ी, जहाँ पे आपको कुछ सीमेंट को दिखने को नहीं मिलेगा, लाइट ही नहीं है, तो आपको फैन और बाकी की लग्जूरियस चीजों के बारे में आप सोच ही नहीं सकते हो. तो कुछ लगा नहीं कि भाई हमें कुछ नहीं है, क्योंकि बाबा साहब के पास भी तो नहीं था, वो तो रोड पे बैठ के पढ़ाई करते थे, तो हमें क्या है. बट ओनली मोटिवेशन आई ड्रू इज बाबा साहब पढ़ाई करके इतने बड़े, बहुत कुछ पता नहीं चलता था, क्योंकि वहां पे उस जमाने में कोई इंस्पिरेशन टॉक नहीं हुआ करते थे, कुछ मोबाइल नहीं था, कुछ टीवी, हमारे घर में तो लाइट ही नहीं थी, तो टीवी की तो बात ही नहीं. तो कुछ मतलब साधन ही नहीं थे टेक्नोलॉजी के जिससे हमें मोटिवेशन मिले, इंस्पिरेशन मिले. तो जो भी छोटा मोटा बहुत कुछ कान पे पड़ता था, उसी को लेके मोटिवेट होते थे. तो ऐसे ही छोटा सा घर था हमारा, जिसमें बिल्कुल मतलब कुछ फैसिलिटी नहीं थे. माय फादर यूज्ड टू सेल फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल, एंड देन लाइक इट वाज लाइक आप बेचो और जो भी मिलता है उससे गुजारा होता था बच्चों का. So like that but then I had a very, very interesting interest in education. So I know that there was a lot of interesting stories in my life, but yes, life is not easy for any of us. And then but what of that, I like this Marie Curie statement, and I really get admired and inspired of this great scientist Marie Curie. We must have perseverance, and above all, confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing at whatever cost must be attained. Yes, we have, each one of us have something that is gifted. You have to identify what is that. Okay, so I am going to just quickly share. As I said, we used to live in the slum area, very, very small home, and so many kids, like we are 5 siblings, and my father, mother both used to go for work, for selling fruits or vegetables seasonal. So we used to have, a lot of customer in our home to buy the vegetable and fruits, a lot of crowd and a lot of mess in the home in the early morning. So there was no, see, in the slum, education is not at all important. I'm sure many of you will echo with this statement, because आपको पेट भरना है, उससे कुछ बढ़कर बात नहीं होती. आप पेट जब खाली रहता है ना, आप बाकी चीजों के बारे में सोच ही नहीं सकते, बिल्कुल ही नहीं सोच सकते. सो व्हेन देयर इज अ हंगर पेन इन योर स्टमक, फॉरगेट अबाउट एजुकेशन. और माँ बाप भी क्या है, इतने बिजी होते हैं कमाने धमाने के चक्कर में, क्योंकि बच्चों को पालना है, पोसना है, तो ज्यादा उतना ध्यान नहीं होता है. मोटिवेटर भी कौन होता है. तो वो लिटरली वो स्लम एरिया में जो स्कूल के मतलब टीचर्स होते थे ना, वो चक्कर मार मार के पकड़ पकड़ के बच्चों को लेके जाते थे, स्कूल चलो स्कूल चलो स्कूल चलो. स्कूल में जाते थे भी कुछ कोई नहीं रहता था, लिटरली मतलब पकड़ पकड़ के, अरे भाई तुम्हारा बच्चा स्कूल नहीं आ रहा है, प्लीज आप भेजो. स्कूल बच्चों को क्यों नहीं भेजते थे, क्योंकि वो फ्री के लेबर्स थे. घर में काम करने के लिए कोई और लेबर नहीं कर पाता. अभी जैसे वी यूज्ड टू सेल फ्रूट्स वेजिटेबल, my father mother never afford, because we were the laborer, so we used to do all kind of related work. So my father did not write me my name, because thinking that I'm too small. But my brother used to go to the school, and then I liked school so much. I did not knew. Maybe I am telling you, it's a gift of nature. There is some punya karmas in past life, and that is why I had that so much of interest. Whenever my brother used to study, go to school, I was a very little kid, and but despite of that, I thought, my parents are not putting my name in the school. I will do one thing, I will go on my school. I did not know that one has to write the name in the school. I just one day followed my brother in the school. My brother was not allowing me to go to follow him. He beated me entire way. My all arms and my face was red and black, but I said, okay, I will come to school. I am not going to leave this. And then I followed him to the school, and I hide myself under the desk of the. And slum में क्या स्कूल हो सकता है भाई, सब बच्चे आते हैं, ऐसे ही बैठ जाते हैं, और टीचर के लिए एक छोटा सा टेबल कुर्सी डाला हुआ होता है, तो टीचर आती है और बच्चे नीचे ही बैठ जाते हैं, ऐसे ही जमीन पे. कुछ फैसिलिटी नहीं थी, जैसे ऐसे ही. और एक साथ दो चार क्लास भी बिठा लेते हैं, तो ताकि क्लास बड़ी दिखे. तो then I am hiding myself under the table, and then my brother is making so many faces that come home, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to beat you. And then I'm so scared, I'm shivered. Somehow the teacher noticed that there is one girl, and she was so nice. I'm so grateful to my early childhood teachers, who have really made a big difference in my life, and of course my family. And that teacher went to my father and told him that he should admit me in the school. And then I started my school. You will be surprised that I liked school so much that even on Sundays I went to the school. I waited for long, thinking that teacher would come. I liked the school. And then, as I said, that there was no home, a better home, no light, I always went on the roof. My father, made a ladder for all the children, because there used to be always a crowd at the home. So he made a wooden ladder, thinking that my kids will go on the roof of the tin, and then they will study there. So that became a very, very good routine of my life. The ladder was made from the wooden, so I always tousled up to the tin roof, eager to learn about. And then the science. I said that maybe this is my past lives, punya karma, or whatever it is. I got very motivating. I came across very motivating people, like my family, my teachers, and despite of a very bad environment, Chetna said that in slum में लोग सिर्फ दारू पीते हैं, जो भी कमाते हैं छोटा मोटा झगड़े करते हैं, मारपीट करते हैं, गंदी गंदी गाली गलौज करते हैं. Despite of that, I was the kid who was much focused, much concentrated, and I always liked, science. मैं हमेशा सोचती थी कि क्यों birds fly करते हैं क्यों maybe there are pigs, cows, and other animals are talking to each other. Like that's how I liked science so much, and आज जैसे मैंने बोला कि बच्चे लेबर्स होते हैं तो मैं बचपन से खाना पकाते आ रही हूँ मुझे मालूम है मैं
Dr.
6
Shalini?
yes I'm finished so
Okay.
just it was just 5 to 6 years of age I started cooking and cooking I started but today I'm a food technologist I'm a food scientist and I work on the food so that's a very very inspiration and I think if I can do all of you can do education is very very powerful tool it is a ticket to success it can make a revolution in your life so go for it it's very interesting do not stop yourself whatever kind of hurdles you might face if there is a will there is a way and take help from community I'm so thankful that during my time also because of baba Sahib's policies like I did not have to pay a very very heavy fees because for our community SC/ST there were special fellowships so make best use of it go to our people talk to them I offer my help on this platform related to STEM if you have any queries I will be very happy to help our girls I will be very very happy to going out of the way and help our girls. So thank you, Digital Nalanda, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shalini. Thank you for being so candid. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपकी स्टोरी सुनकर और आपने बहुत ओपनली शेयर किया बहुत इंस्पायरिंग था और इंस्पायरिंग है कि यू आर नाउ known in the world for your article so many congratulations and हमारे जो बच्चे सुन रहे हैं Dr. Shalini has offered that she will guide so what else do you want right so great